for this very first session this morning, we are about to talk about one of the trendiest topics on the place right now. This is disruption. You know that mobility definitely creates new habits, new usage. Mobility definitely disrupts our industry at large. And what should we expect in the years to come? That's actually the question we're about to ask to our first session sermon this morning. Wassim Chourbaji, Vice President, Government Affairs Europe, Middle East and North Africa for Qualcomm. Please join me on stage. So Wassim, it's great to have you on stage this morning. You're also a great member of EDAT, but I've got a question for you, crystal ball question. How would you define mobility today?
We are moving in new frontiers, so there's no definition of mobility. We just ain't seen nothing yet. This is my definition, and this is what I will be talking about today.
That's your introduction, and we're all set for the next 5 minutes. Over to you.
Thank you. It's great to be back in Montpellier and to have the honor of chairing this opening session. Let me say a few words to set the broad picture of what we will be discussing. Qualcomm has been a long-time supporter of IDAT's outstanding work on the digital economy. So this year, we're thrilled to see that the forum has really, truly gone mobile. Not simply to say that mobile is here, we all know it, but that we are witnessing a real revolution that, in fact, we ain't seen nothing yet, as I just said. We've already seen an extraordinary, exciting surge in mobile connectivity. Over the past 30 years or so, we've made some giant leaps every decade. From analog voice in the 80s to digital voice in the 90s, to mobile broadband in the 2000s. And now we're in the era of 4G with LTE and LTE Advanced. We've moved from the mobile phone being a simple communication device to the smartphone at the center, at the heart of our everyday computing lives. But in many respects, there are new frontiers of mobile connectivity. We are only just starting to see over the horizon. I imagine you're all familiar with what we at Qualcomm call the Internet of Everything, and what others call the Internet of Things. The imminent prospect that people and device will all be connected, not just to the network, but to each other, so as to create new smart applications and services. And this is an exciting prospect that will drive huge innovation and will change the way we as consumers, businesses, and governments operate. And if you have difficulty imagining what I mean, picture Facebook, not for people, but for your device, your appliances, your car, and your home. But again, IoE and IoT are just terms we're using to describe this new era. A big part, by the way, will be enabled by LTE Advanced, which will continue to evolve to support new industries and new usages. Yet even more will come with 5G. And if 5G today, at this stage, is a vague term, let me add that I mean greater and scalable network architectures that empowers whole new services and vastly faster speeds. Connections that are more secure as they become responsible of more areas of our lives. For consumers, it means seamless connectivity and experiences that would seem just amazing to us now. For industry, it means less worry about the technology and more focus and more freedom on creating and adding value. What will likely not change in this revolution is the need to deliver a user-centric environment. We talk a lot about the user being at the center, but we haven't seen what it really means just yet. All the technology will need to come together in a way that's meaningful and effortless to consumers. We and our devices will be an integral part of the network, and we will no more be just the network endpoint. So, to conclude, it will not simply be about connecting things and people, but about evolving the way that happens and driving the greatest value out of it. So are wearables, sensors, drones, and connected cars just gimmicks, which we'll all forget about in a few years? Or are they real game changer, capable of radically transforming the way we think about the telecoms, the internet, and industrial ecosystems? I think they are neither of those. Fundamentally, I think they are just the very infancy of the new types of connected experiences and networks I've tried to describe. So when you listen to the next presentations, just remember, we ain't seen nothing yet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wassim.